Deepak from Hioki India. Uh, might be you are surprised why I'm making this video, as because of coronavirus and lockdown. We cannot meet our customers physically and explain about our products. So that's why we are making these kind of videos for our customers, so that they can be able to understand about the product and how to use it, how to operate it, and what are all the features of the product. So today with me, this is a Hioki Power Quality Analyzer 3198 model with the accessories as you can see on the table. So I have selected one of my home corner as my office, home office, as in the lockdown period. I'll try to explain as much as about the product, and as you can see on my side, most of the products are with me right now, and then I'll try to make the videos as per your demands, and I will upload it maybe on YouTube or somewhere, and then you can access those videos, and you can call me or comments on those videos for your questions, and let's see how it goes. Okay, let's start now. As you can see, this is Hioki Power Quality Analyzers. Hioki is having two models, 3100 and 3198. This is 3198 model. So it comes with these kind of accessories like the sensors. It comes with a bundle, or you can select. And this is charger, AC adapter. This Power Quality Analyzer, and it comes with these kind of bag and the voltage accessories like this to connect to the voltage. I'll keep it here. Now first I explain how to make the connections, what all things are there around the Power Quality Analyzers. So now I have plugged in for some charging. So on this side of the Power Quality Analyzers, you can see the on-off switch, the AC power socket, and when you plug in the power socket, this light will glows on like this. Okay. Then on the other side, if I come close to the camera, okay, now this is a SD card slot. So SD card is inside this. There are several kind of SD cards with us. You can plug in. This one is 2 GB SD card. Then USB port, LAN, RS-232 and D output. These are all for interfacing. And on the top of the Power Quality Analyzer, these are the voltage and current input sockets. So these are for the voltage and these are for current. Okay, so as you can see, all the R, Y, B, 1, 2, 3, three phase you can plug in, and the three phase current you can plug in. The fourth one is independent. These four, this can be used AC as well as DC. These are all AC only. So Hioki has given a neutral socket with each phase, which makes it 100% isolated. So this is very good feature in terms of wiring connection, which makes the human very safe while using the instrument and making connection and doing the testing, as well as for the instrument. Okay, now I will start the instrument. As I told you, from this side there is an on-off switch, so you need to switch it on like this. It will start up, it will do some booting, and then it will come to the home screen. So most of the Hioki instruments, these top purple keys are the main keys. This is the navigation, sub selection, on off, recording start, data reset, escape key from any menu event setting, and the display copy. Right? So this is kind of the home screen of the system. Now on this home screen, I will explain you how to do the setting of this instrument, and then later on how to operate it. So when you switch it on, you can see now it is on setting mode, then there is a recording, and then analysis mode. So this green one will scroll whenever you try to do these kind of settings like this. So right now it is on setting, then it will go to recording and then analysis. Okay, so now I will switch it on. So after booting, it will come to this kind of home screen. So in this home screen, you need to select how to operate it, what are the things. As this is power quality analyzer, we need to guide what is good and what is bad for your system. So as I explained, these are the main keys: sub menu selection, navigation, enter for the selection, data reset, escape from any menu, start stop button, manual event setting, display the screenshot capturing key, and the on off switches. Okay, now on this home screen, first we need to select the wiring, the type of connection we can make. It can be done from single phase 2 wire, it can be done from single phase 2 wire to 3 phase 4 wire like this. These the wiring diagram will help you how to make the connection. And when you will make the connection, you will see the basic parameters here: the voltage, current, and the wattage. The vector diagrams will help you to know whether you have made the connection right or wrong. That one I will explain you later on, whether I will make the connections. And now this is a wiring setup method. On the below there is a zero adjust method. After doing the connection, if you want to do the zero adjust, you can press it like this and press enter, and then it will do the zero adjustment for us. Whatever the noise and in the voltage and current, it will suppress all those things. Now when I go to the main, first again we need to select the wiring. This is a very important parameter. You can see this is for reference voltage markup. If I'm working on a particular voltage, I need to define at what is my reference voltage, whether I'm working on 240, 230, 200, like that. You can select. Okay, like that. There is a selection ranges you can select, and then we can even use the variable method, and we can use as per our requirement. So okay, in India I will use 230. The VT ratio should be 1 if you are not using any kind of transformers and all in between the connection and the instrument. Even if there is we can put the even if it is there, we can put the ratios over there. Then what sensor type we are using, as we have various different kind of sensors with us, starting from 5 ampere, then 50, 100, 500, 1000 and 5000. So there are different kind of sensors. Even we have AC/DC sensors also with us. So we need to select from this selection, and we can even step down the sensors as well and the sensor ratio. Okay, as I told you, the channel 4th is independent from rest RYB. So we can select whether it should be off, AC/DC both, or DC only, right? And the selections are same for a current sensor and the ratios and all. After that, you can select whether you want to see the phase to neutral or phase to phase, or we can say line to line. Then power factors, two type of power factor selection we can do. Either it can be power factor or dissipation power factor, we call it DPF. How you want to do the THD, and what should be the harmonic calculations we can select as per our requirement. After that, there is a flicker, you can say the measurement standard we can select by even delta or PST PLT, and which addition you want to use, addition 1 2 like that. For different voltage level we can select. So this page is done. Now on the bottom, if you press F2, this is for the hard setting. So like you can select the language, the color of the display. Like this, you can change the display color, right? So I'll go to this one, back to this one, and you want to have the backlight display on, or should be while doing the navigation. Then the date settings, the external settings for external IO, then RS-232, the LAN settings. All these settings can be done, or the final factory reset setting is also there, system reset. So if you press this, it will ask you whether you want to do it or not. If you press enter, then it will do the factory reset. Okay, so I'll do the again these settings we have done. Now this is very important, how you want to save the data. So there are selection, all data. Please see on this side, it is showing the SD card capacity and how much data it can save. Right now it is saying it can save up to 35 days if I select all data. Now if I put to power and harmonics, it is again same. If it is power only, it is same. So if I change the time period interval, time plot interval, so now you can see it has been changed 11.2 days. So it is automatically calculating. So if I put it to all data, then it became 16 hours for 2 GB card. Now you can select as per the interval you want to do. Then we can do the automatic display copy. Either you can press this key, the display copy key, or you can do the automatic display screenshot copy. Like you can select the intervals and then it will do. Then time starting and repeat recording also you can be done. Now I'll make it, switch it on. Now you can see this is activated. Now we can select the start time and the end time as per our requirement. Means like if I'm just giving an example, means like if I want to log the data in the night from 12 AM to 3 AM in the night, so that time I need not to be there. I just need to switch on the instrument, do all the settings, and I need to put this recording and starting stop recording time and date. It will automatically record and stop, and then next morning I can collect the data and then I can analyze. Okay, then now DF2 I need to press. The DF1 is finished on the system setting. Now DF2, now this is very important. Now we are going to mark up the events which I want to log. Right now they are off. I can switch it on from on the F by pressing F2 key. Sorry, if I press this F2 key, this will get switch on like this. I'll zoom in again. Okay, so now this is on. So I can mark the first event is for the frequency. Sorry, I need to do the manual soon because I'm recording alone. Please don't mind. Yeah. So this is the first event markup for frequency. Right now the window is 5 Hz. So as this instrument can operate, if I'm not wrong, from 40 Hz to 70 Hz. So there is a markup. So the selection is from 55 to 45 Hz. Okay. And then I can reduce it down. Now you can see the window is reducing. This means what? Any frequency which comes in between this window, it's okay. Which goes out of that, it's wrong. So the instrument, this power quality instrument is designed to capture the anomalies, the problems, right? So now I'm marking what is the problem for my system or for my connection. So here I can mark up the events. Like you can see, I have made the window. If anything is between them, this is okay. If anything is out, that is a problem. It will capture automatically. Like this, you can mark up the, right? And then 2 is like so and so, you can mark the swells and the dips, interruption, transient, hysteresis. If I press again DF2, it will show me the RMS high, RMS low, RMS sense, peak, DC discharge, THD, voltage component, reverse phase unbalance, zero phase unbalance. All these kind of things I can mark for the voltage anomalies. Now that if I again press the DF2, even I can mark on the waveform as well. So right now it is marked on the 5%. So if I increase, now you can see the window is increasing. Okay, so if the waveform goes out of that, it will capture as an event. Okay, I'll switch it off. Now again the voltage and the waves event is been done. Now I can even mark on the same manner for the current, like for the inrush, RMS, peak, DC change, THD, IE components, phase unbalance, zero phase unbalance, K factor. For all those things can be marked. Then individually for harmonics, we can also mark the events up to 50 order. This 319, it can measure up to 50 order of harmonics. And then we can mark for the power analysis as well, for the power parameters, for the true, relative and apparent power, power factor, and time wise also we can calculate the events. Now I'll go to the DF4. 1 2 3 has been done. DF4, this is for the memory. So anything will come or a log, it will come up here. You can see all the details here. If any screenshot comes, then it will come here. Like do the screenshot DF4. Now you can see it comes here. Okay, now this is for the event capturing. So this is again very important page. I'll explain you later on. Okay, now if anything is there, you can format it from here. Sorry, so if anything, anyone, or you want to format the SD card, you can format by pressing F4 like this. If I press enter, now it will format the SD card, or you can select and delete the card. One thing please note, do not format the card from your computer or from system. Please format the card from the power quality analyzer only, as this power quality analyzer SD card is having its own what do you say, I don't know, its own system files. So we do not recommend to delete those files from the SD card. Okay, now the system is been done. Okay, so we started from wiring and we went up to the memory settings. Now the system setting has been done. Now I'll come up to the time plot. So time plot, you can see here we can select any kind of parameters, whatever the time plot I want to see. So the vertical axis is the parameters and the horizontal axis is your time. Then I can select channel 1 2 3 RYB or the sum. I can see the parameters maximum, minimum, average, or all at a time. Then the y-axis and the x-axis divisions are there. You can control them or you can make it to auto. Then there is a screen 2. You can see the 2 time plots at once. You can select the 2 time plots from here, and then the same similar settings you can do. Then if I press again DF1, you can see what the energy, as it denotes here. You can see the energy trend plot here. You can use the cursors or the scroll to move the marker here and there. Then there is a detailed trend is also there, which is the you can use for further analysis. Then DF3 for the harmonics trend, and for interharmonics, this power quality analyzer can measure the interharmonics as well. Interharmonics means between the two harmonics, means like if I am talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then the interharmonics means 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 and 4.5, like that. Then flickers also can be seen on the detailed plot. So the time plot is been done. This is very easy. Then view. So view is to see the waveforms and the parameters. So first, this is a waveform view page. So we can see on the top voltage and below the current, and the same cursor and scrollers we can use. And we can zoom in, we can zoom out, and we can change the divisions and all like that. If I press again, this is only for voltage, this is only for current, this is a harmonic page. This is a vector diagram. We can see marking any phase as or voltage or current as a reference. We can see the phase angle differences here. The harmonic representation, vector wise, graphical wise and list wise, I can change by pressing F1, F2, F3 or DF1, DF2 and DF3 as well. So here you can see all the harmonics list here, phase wise, RYB channel 1, 2, 3 or some you can see, and voltage, current and power harmonics you can see. We can see the harmonics in the all the three forms, level wise, percentage of fundamental and the phase wise. Or I can switch on the interharmonics on and off. Okay, now you can see the difference. Then the basic THD value will come up here, the frequency will come up here, rest of the parameters means like what settings you have done, all this also come up here. Now there is a DMM feature. DMM feature will show you all the voltage, power, energy, integration of energy, all those things will come up here with the power factor. This is only for voltage, all the positive, negative, unbalanced, voltage unbalanced, voltage harmonics and the frequency will come up here, and current parameters will come up here like the voltage. So this is for the, this comes up when I press the view. Okay, whenever you are pressing the purple key, these are for the menu selection, and the F1, F2, F3 are below are for the sub selection. Now the very important, as I told you, that this power quality analyzer, now we in the system setting I told you that about the events markup here, right? So after marking those events, the data will come up automatically to the event page. Okay, when I press the event, all the data will come up here. I can scroll up and down and can see all the parameters like the anomalies like sexual, dips, interruption, transient, whatever are there as per the IC standard, can measure all those parameters. So like the power quality analysis of Hioki measures the event like when it starts and when it ends, and the worst parameter in between that period and the duration of that event. That's how it logs. Okay, now I will try to connect this instrument to the one of the device. It's a you can say a simulator which we have created, and now I will try to connect and show you how it measures the things.